You're welcome to this platform, Bethel Group of Schools e-learning pod. On today's topic in CRS subject, we are taking access to the effects of greed. We want to outline this, the meaning of greed. We'll use a case study, somebody, take an example to explain the story of the person as to what happened, to explain the effect of greed. We'll go about talking about the effects of Ahab. The person you are using is Ahab. The effect of his greed, and then the consequences of greed on the society. Now, what is greed? Greed is the desire for anything more than we need. The desire for money, the desire for car, the desire for anything good more than the proportion we need it. That's greed. For instance, you only need 10,000 naira to live well, and you are looking for 15,000 naira. That extra one, that's one more. That makes you a greedy person. Get only what you need. So the desire for more than what you need is what we call greed. There was a man in the Bible. He was a greedy man in the land of Samaria. His name was Ahab, the son of Omri. Ahab was a king in Samaria. He had a wife known as Jezebel. Something happened that one day, this king was just going about. While he was going about, he discovered, as if he didn't know before, or for the first time, greed just came on him. He observed a kind of vineyard, a garden, close to his house, to his palace. And the owner of that vineyard, of that garden, his name is Naboth, was Naboth. Now Ahab, what he did, he called Naboth, as if he want to enter into a good negotiation. He said, Naboth, give me this your land, this your garden, because it is close to my palace. I will give you the money. I want to buy it, sell it for me. Or if you don't want money, I'm going to give you another land, another garden somewhere. Naboth looked at the king and said, King, I can't give you this garden because it is not just my garden. Although it is my own, but it is inheritance, my father's inheritance. So I can't give you, God forbid, for me to just give you, it's a forbidden thing, for me to give out my father's inheritance. When Ahab heard this, Ahab he went, the Bible says he went softly, he was worried. He went in to his house. He refused to eat. He became very sad. Then his wife noticed or observed that her husband was not eating, would not want to talk to anybody, became gloomy and sad. So the wife went, Jezebel, his wife, now went to the king Ahab and said, Ahab, as in husband, why are you not eating? Why are you becoming sad? Why? He now told her what happened. How he told Naboth that he liked the garden, that is close, his own garden, want to buy it or exchange it for another land. How Naboth told him that the land was for his father's inheritance, that he cannot sell. Jezebel, the wife, told the king, the king's wife now, told the king, said, don't worry. Is that why you are sad? Go and eat, cheer up. Cheer up. Then Jezebel came up, organized, called one or two of his errand men, sent them, said, go and organize a fast. Call for a meeting, gather the people together in a particular place. Ensure you invite Naboth. When you bring Naboth, put him on a very good place, a noticeable place, and let two people stand by him. Those people, the King James will call it sons of Belial. The other version we call them base men. The other was naughty men, men that are ready to do anything to bear false witness. See, put two people by the side. Now, as you organize the fast, while the occasion is going on, let one of those men that are by Naboth raise their voice and say, hey, Naboth is accusing God, or rather is insulting God and Moses. And by that time, anybody that does so, the consequence was to be stoned to death. She wanted Naboth to die so that her husband would take over the vineyard. That was exactly what happened. They carried Naboth, they invited Naboth. Naboth knew what was happening. He was innocent. Then, before you know it, the two men that were by him, when the occasion was going on, they raised their voice and say, he is blaspheming the king. He is insulting the king. Yes, he is insulting the king. He is insulting God. So the story was that when they heard that, those days was jungle justice. They carried him, rushed him out, stoned Naboth, and Naboth died. Immediately Naboth died, those people, don't forget, I did tell you, it was later that Jezebel wrote and gave to these men to go and give to the leaders, to the elders of the people. And the elders of the land agreed with Jezebel because she was a terrible woman. They dare not disobey her order. Now, they now sent to Jezebel that Naboth was dead. Jezebel went to the king Ahab and said, my husband, king, you can rejoice now. Arise! Naboth is dead. He refused to give you the land for money or anything. Now he is dead. Go and take the vineyard. Go and take the garden. Immediately, from what we studied, first things, Naboth stood up, rather Ahab stood. I was going to the garden to go and make the garden his own garden. It was when he was going, the Lord spoke to Elijah. Elijah was a prophet. Told Elijah and said, Elijah, go straight to the field of Naboth. Ahab, look at what Ahab and the wife have done. Go and tell him or ask him, you have killed. Will you also carry the thing that belonged to the person? So that was how Elijah went. Saw Naboth, or rather saw Ahab over there and said, Ahab, have you killed and still want to carry what does not belong to you, the owner of the person? You want to carry the things that belong to the person you killed? When he said that, and then Ahab responded, oh, have you found me, my enemy? And Elijah said, I have found you because you have sold yourself, you have given yourself over to do evil. You have decided to do evil. Now these are consequences upon you and your house for what you have done. And then he started talking. Elijah said, you have done this. Jezebel is going to die a shameful death. All that concerns all your children, all you gave birth to, they are all going to die. The place where a dog licked the blood of Naboth, that is where the dog is also going to lick the blood of Jezebel, even your blood. In fact, he proclaimed all of this. When Ahab had that even his children, all that he had, if they die, anyone that died in the field, the bird will eat. The one that died in the city, the dog will lick their blood. Then Ahab was so sorrowful, he became so remorseful. Then he was going, he did not just tear his clothes, he tore his clothes, and then he went on softly, fasting. He started to fast, he was not fasting. And the Lord, when the Lord saw Ahab, the reaction of Ahab to the judgment that he has sent Elijah to tell him, the Lord said, he will not allow all these things to happen in the time of Ahab, but it will happen in the time of Ahab's children. And that was what happened. Before the story, to cut the story short, all that Elijah said will happen, that was what happened. Ahab finally died while he went to battle, to war. The servant of Jezebel was commanded by the prophet to throw her down. She was thrown down, she died, and her blood was licked up. At the time, nothing of Ahab was left again in history. What happened? Why all of this? Ahab was a king. Kings are not easily forgotten. But Ahab became wiped off because of greed. Getting to have more than what you need is not good. Greed was the problem, was the ruin of Ahab. Now, what are the effects of greed? What are the effects of greed on Ahab? Number one, what I've said, his own family, all of them were wiped off completely. Jezebel's body, blood, in fact, it was mastered by dogs. Ahab eventually died while he went for war, and then Jezebel died a disgraceful death. She died a disgraceful death. What are the consequences of greed? From what we have said, death. Don't go for more than what you need. Be satisfied with what you have. With time, if you will need it, God knows how to give you. Just be hardworking. Death can be there. Disgrace can be there. If you go, can bring shame to yourself. And then you may end up not being a successful person in life. And then God sees all the sin and evil that anybody commits, even if it is committed in the secret. Have that at the back of your mind. So these are the little we can take for now as it concerns greed, the effect of greed. You are going to do this as your practice exercise. Narrate the effect of greed, or rather narrate the story of Gehazi. Narrate the story of Gehazi greed according to 2 Kings chapter 5, verse 1 to 27. You see another story of greed concerning Gehazi. Narrate, try to know the story, what happened, what was the greed, and what became the consequences of the greed. According to 2 Kings chapter 5, 1 to 27. Until next time we meet on this platform, remain good.